It is broadcasting now.
Okay, I'm just waiting for a little tweety-weety.
Thought it would come up straight away. Would hope.
It's there.
Cool. Hmm.
You alright?
Yes. Oh, just having a yawn.
Having a yawn.
Yeah, at least I've got another week of work and then I'm off for 5 days. And
That's
we are
right,
going.
fella.
We're going away for 5 days as well, which would be nice.
That will be nice.
Yeah. Which reminds me, this week I need to find somebody to feed the cats.
Not me.
Otherwise, I'll have 2 very grumpy cats. I'll have 2 cats that are going to find other homes.
I'm sure the kids would like that.
Well, I think we will ask the neighbours whose kids absolutely adore the cats because they enjoy doing it, so they can come and feed them.
That'd be good. Right, I think we're good to go here.
Leon? So welcome to the Codec Moments cat babysitting conversation stream.
Good chat about cat babysitting.
Well,
Always
well,
nice to have some
technically,
cat babysitting
it's
chat.
cat sitting,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's not cat babysitting, but
Cat babysitting.
I know what I
I
mean.
suppose Cat babysitting.
That's
Nice.
a different thing entirely. That's that old wives' tale about cats that sit on babies because they're warm. Which you would not believe how many times we heard that from our parents.
I could imagine that of my cat though.
Yeah, it never was, but so many people told us, "Oh, you've got a cat, you won't be allowed to let it near the baby." Why? Well, because they sit on them, they suffocate them. Although there's never been a recorded instance of that ever. It's
You
enough
don't
for
want to be
people to
first,
tell
do
you
you?
constantly.
You know, you don't
Yeah.
want to be first.
No, of course you don't. Nobody wants to be the first to that, but I think it's quite unlikely.
Well,
I don't think babies are that comfy to sit on.
well, once they've stopped moving.
Right.
all right.
Anyway,
It's
are we
all right.
readying up?
Yeah.
Yeah, right, I'm ready. I have hit the button. As we
Right,
head
good.
to Bahrain practice. Bahrain.
That's
Told you
Freudian,
I'm
Bahrain.
tired.
Yeah, okay. Let's do it.
Yep. Well,
Do I need to ready up? Oh, I need to
oh
ready
yeah,
up.
you
don't I?
need to ready up, yeah.
Oh.
So both ready.
In my extensive
There we go.
playing of this game, I've forgotten how it works.
Yeah, it's alright, I'd forgotten that I had to then go and press start game. So
You're gonna have to go easy on me.
I
Wait,
won't
wait,
worry
wait.
about that. I have changed the corner cutting stringency for you.
Yeah.
Even though you
do
said
love
you were okay with it, I have knocked it down to regular instead of strict, so it should be a little bit more forgiving on your practice and qualifying laps.
That's very kind. I'm going to say hi to Liam. Liam's joined us. How you doing? I'm good.
Hey,
thank
hi
you.
Liam.
I just realised I need to change the thing because it's telling everyone we're playing GT Sport, which we're not, are we?
Oh no,
This is not GT Sport.
no, people might be slightly confused. Car setup. What do we go for?
Default. Default.
I think I usually do it
Are you
in.
sure?
I think I usually do it in balanced. I might give it a go in top speed and just see what it does. Not increase top speed, not maximum, not that daft. Might just see how much grip I end up with this. Right. I'm off out.
You are already.
I've just hit the button to drive out. They haven't taken my tyre blankets off yet. Not letting me out because there's too many cars going past. Ooh, that was a bit wobbly.
Wobbly, wobbly.
Wobble, wobble, wobble.
So Liam, are you an F1 fan, Lee? Because I'm a lapsed F1 fan. Oh, Matt's crashed already by the sounds of it.
No, I was too busy fiddling with my headset volume when it dumped me into control of the car. That's never a good sign.
I'll do that. I'm able to complete a lap to set some data. I can't just play with things, can I? Liam loves McLaren.
Oh, Liam's got good taste there. I'm a McLaren fan as well.
I like, which one's Damon Hill?
You were a fan of what, Williams or Arrows?
Oh, not Arrows. I seem to remember they were rubbish.
Yes, they weren't very good.
I've not watched F1 probably for years. I don't know why. I think it's probably because I had children. I wouldn't allow Sunday afternoons off any longer.
You didn't have children in 1996, so I think
Wow. How do you know?
Because I've known you since after then. Well, unless you do and you've just never told anyone.
Yeah, my secret kids. Oh, dear.
Ooh, a bit slidey. Without the downforce in the corners.
I think the worst thing is just before I went away, I was playing a bit of this, and I actually got quite good at it already, and now I've forgotten the track completely.
Oh, it'll come back to you, I'm sure it will. Try not run into the back of someone.
Oh, Ben's joined us. Hey, Ben.
Hey, Ben.
I'm driving really badly. Oh, I'm on the bit that's not track.
I'm just trying not to spin it round. I'm still getting used to my new brakes.
Oh, so you've done a lot of upgrading, Matt. So anybody who's kind of watching who's not familiar with what we do on a Friday night, basically you're quite good at racing games, and I'm just here for comedy value. Is that how it works?
I wouldn't even go as far as saying I'm quite good. I think I'm enthusiastic. It doesn't mean I'm any good.
Okay. It's enthusiastic. I'm just peer pressure. Basically, I'm here for peer pressure.
Yeah, you are.
And Matt's the little picture-in-picture that you can see if you're watching my feed, and Matt's the only thing that you can see if you're watching his feed.
Yes.
Okay, just want to remind you to keep an eye on your tyre temperatures, which you can do on the temperature panel of the
Shut up,
MFD.
Jeff.
We monitor carcass temperature and surface temperature, and you'll get the best.
Yeah, I've got
performance
Jeff
when
going
you're
on at me as well.
inside a normal operating window. Surface temps tend to fluctuate faster, so try a few laps with the data open and get a feel for how to control them.
So what have we got? We've got a league. We've got an F1 league, which is open for anyone to join in if they want to.
Please come and join us.
If you're on,
I
if you're on the PlayStation anyway, because
Yeah, that is true.
not that we don't want you to, it's just that we're somewhat limited by that's where we're playing.
Well, me and you may be limited, but our third wheel in the Codec Moments tricycle actually has Xbox and PC F1 2020. So Ali is always up for a league. In fact, more than likely, we'll have leagues already up and running on those platforms.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that third wheel of the Codec Moments tricycle again at some
that's
point.
nice, yeah. It made me think of like a big wheel, you know.
Like penny farthing sized.
Like penny farthing size, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But they would only have two.
I was going to say the only warning is Ali is very serious about his racing.
Ali's a bit competitive.
I mentioned today, and we'll come back to my mods very shortly. Oh, you are fast. But Ali, I mentioned, you. I don't know. I mentioned to Ali today that I should probably get some gloves, which is going to sound daft, but I will explain shortly. And meaning just a cheap pair of gloves just to wear whilst doing this. And he sent me this link to these custom racing gloves, and I'm thinking he takes it way too seriously.
Did see that, yeah. It was like proper racing glove.
that you embroider and everything else.
You can have your own logo put on.
Yeah, I thought, no, that's too much. So yes, he's quite serious. He doesn't like assists, which is why I'm playing with you, because you mean I can have assists.
I love assists. Yeah.
You know, in fact, I can have automatic gears on this.
Yeah. So tell everyone, take the time to talk and therefore take any mind off your lap time to tell everyone what you've been doing this week.
So for the last 3 years, I mean, every time we do this on a Friday night, I use my wheel and pedals. So I've got a Logitech D29. I've had it for a few years, and it's great. I think as a budget steering wheel, I love it. You know, you can get more expensive ones out there, but I don't see the need if you're just sort of playing once a week and enjoying it. But what I have wanted to do over sort of the last 6 months, probably inspired by the takeoff in sim racing and the coverage, is just upgrade the wheel and sort of mod a couple of other bits and pieces that come on the set. And I found a place, MV8 Studios, that do like custom 3D printed wheels, like F1 style wheels instead of your sort of standard circular one. So I ended up getting a bit lucky through a contact that we have on Discord, because there is a massive waiting list for these things, because the guy turned out to be really popular, and his production lead time isn't exactly fast. So there was a huge waiting list. I'm probably several months away from being able to order one, but luckily we got chatting to a guy who had a slot come up and offered me it.
Had a spare pre-order.
He did. We had 2 spare pre-orders because he got another one for himself. So I ended up buying one of the F1 style wheels. That arrived this week. And whilst that was on order, I started thinking about, well, if I'm going to do that, if I'm going to go through the effort of changing it, maybe I should do some other bits as well. So I started looking at spring replacements for the pedals.
Yeah.
Because there is one thing with the stock pedals, which are perfectly fine to play with, but the braking tends to lack feel. It's not quite firm enough. So I wanted to alter that, and I did a bit of digging, and there's a company called GTI EYE based in Australia that do replacement springs for the accelerator, brake and pedal. So it's kind of simple stuff. It's not going as far as load cells and all that kind of gubbins where you're changing sensors. It's just putting a new spring in. So I ordered some of those, and I thought, well, if I'm doing all of this, I'm going to sort out my my handbrake mod, which my handbrake mod is an elastic band around my shifter. I thought, well, I might as well update that as well, because you can buy little inserts that go inside the shifter housing that just turn it into a sequential shifter, but that means you can assign one of those gears to the handbrake button and do it that way, so it's much easier to operate basically. So I thought, well, I may as well do all this at once. If I'm going to take the whole thing apart to get the wheel off and all of that, because you are having to do quite a bit of stripping down, but I'll do it all together. And all the bits arrived this week. They all arrived yesterday. So sort of through today and last night, I put it all together. And that's what I'm playing with now. I've got my custom F1 style McLaren branded wheel, which is really nice for this game. It does feel the part. I've got the new springs in. I could definitely feel the brakes a lot better. Got my handbrake, which is completely pointless for this, but does work well in dirt. Oh, and then the other bit, I bought like a decent, again, 3D printing seems to be the way forward. It's so useful. A phone holder that sits on top of my wheel housing, so I can drop my sim dash into it. So I've got my little display, because I don't have anything on my screen. I don't have any lap counts, anything like that. It's all sat on my phone display in front of me with scrollable window, so I can look at positionings and track locations and stuff like that as well.
Sounds really cool.
It is. I won't use any of it. I'll just concentrate on staying on the track, but you know it's there.
Leo says that we watched Lando Norris on this game. He's awesome.
Oh, I'm not surprised. He's pretty awesome in a real car. And the George Russell stuff before this release that he did, he was pretty phenomenal on this as well.
I always find that amusing, you know, when people who are professionals end up playing a game and then people are like, oh yeah, he's really good at it. It shouldn't be that surprising, right?
It's kind of what they do for a living.
If I played Papers, Please, professionally, it's like doing my day job. Yep, that matches that.
I tell you what, one of the nicest things to watch whilst all the sim stuff was going on and they were broadcasting the events was seeing what kit a lot of the drivers used, and the number of them that used the same basic kit that I have. I was like, well, obviously it can't be too shoddy if, you know, these guys are doing it in their own living rooms. Then, of course, there's all the ones there that have been sent the kit by the companies trying to get some advertising, and they've got all the Fanatec wheels and the big PCs.
It'd be nice to be able to command that kind of
Oh, it would, wouldn't it?
goodies, wouldn't it?
we get a couple of viewers on a Friday night, send us the kit, doesn't really cut
please.
it, does it?
Please send me a Fanatec wheel. What's a Fanatec wheel?
Our friend over at the Scottish Sun, Mr. Cullen, has had to go on quite a few of them when he's had to go to press events and things.
Yeah.
He does highly, highly rate them.
I'm sure they're lovely. What out of mine?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, mine as well.
It's the bit what I really like, and it's all well and good, this whole, you know, racing sim stuff. But I love the people who get really into things like flight sims.
Oh, you can go nuts in it, can't you? That's where Ali's going next, isn't he? Because hasn't he bought Flight Sim? Oh, it's on Game Pass. So he's
pre-downloaded, the new flight sim with me.
yeah, and he's already got his hot ass.
Yeah.
It's not actually hot ass. He's what? It was it hands on throttle and stick, isn't it? Hot ass. That's actually what it stands for. Yeah.
It's just a nice acronym.
Yeah. He's Thrustmaster, hot ass. It's like the farming equipment all over again.
So Ben wants to know, Matt, what is a Fanatec wheel?
Oh, so what is a Fanatec wheel? Fanatec's a brand of wheel.
For people who don't know what we're talking about.
Yeah, sorry. When you said what is a Fanatec wheel, I thought you were just saying it. No, it's...
I mean, obviously I know. Obviously.
Fanatec's just a brand, it's just a manufacturer of them, but they're high-end, sort of very fancy, direct drive wheels. I think they go like, they might even just like $1,000 for the base before you even put a physical wheel on it to steer with. But they're very, very high torque, and as Mr. Cullen would have put it, and I can't do a good Scottish accent, so I won't even attempt, but it'll break your fucking fingers if you're not careful. That's pretty much what he said.
That put me off the track. That's the clip.
So yeah, it's
Don't
like
break your fucking fingers as I go
Yeah.
off the track.
yeah, it's like pro equipment basically. It's very nice stuff. It's supposed to be absolutely superb, but you are paying through the nose. Rightly so, because of the way it's engineered. So if Fanatec wants to send us anything, you know, we're willing to give it a go. I don't want to break my fingers, but
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest, if Fanatec want to send me like £1,000 wheel, I'll break a finger.
yeah, they have to send you the entire rig to put it in as well, because bolt that bad boy to a desk and you've got no desk left.
Yeah.
It's shaking apart within the first 5 minutes.
It would be interesting, yeah, actually. So Liam was saying he was going to go to Singapore F1 this year.
Oh, nice.
Understandably.
Watch the on-screen prompts that show your target speed and distance.
Oh, we've got...
You've been to a few, haven't you? Did you used to go to Spain?
Spain I've been to once, Silverstone I've been to a few times.
Yeah.
So I've been to 6 or 7, I think. I had a colleague I used to work with, she used to go to a lot of the races. Sort of an avid Hamilton fan, she used to stalk him around the world. She'd been to Singapore, I think, 3 or 4 times, absolutely loved it. Said it was one of the best ones to go and watch.
He's the guy who plays Skywalker, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I'm joking. I know what Hamilton is really, it's that Broadway musical.
So, Yeah, Silverstone we used to go to every year. I say every year. My dad, my brother, brother's mate, 4 of us used to go. And I think, when was the last time we went? It might have been 2011. And we'd done sort of 5 or 6 in a row. And on the Saturday night after qualifying, bearing in mind it was July, we were sat in the tent in scarf and gloves, freezing. And we just looked at each other and went, let's go somewhere warm next year. So we went to Barcelona the year after we went for that race, and hired a camper van that we picked up at the airport and just went, off to the circuit. And it was really good. It was really easy. And arguably, even though we were getting flights and the camper van hire and everything else, it wasn't that much more expensive than going to Silverstone. I mean, we had grandstand
just 'cause the event was
seats.
cheaper.
Yeah, we had grandstand seats on the pit straight, which at Silverstone we were always, take your own seat, sit on the banking, or take a deck chair. And the grandstand seats at Silverstone are really expensive, but yeah, they were on the pit straight at the end of the pit lane. Really good view, full access for the 3 event days, and camping for I think that ticket price was the same price as the Sunday at Silverstone, or something like that. It was ridiculous how good value it was, and it was a lot more open as well in terms of getting down the pit. I mean, we went down the pit lane on the Thursday. It was open for members of the public to wander down. Drivers were coming out, teams were practicing or doing work. All the broadcasters are recording. It was really good. You don't get any of that in the UK. You can't do it. They just don't let you. But Barcelona, it seems to be a lot more open, a lot more accessible, and it's something that the sport's always in for criticism on.
Is all about weight transfer. When you break the
Some of the Yorkshireman's just said he was going down pit lane.
Went down pit.
Liam says he's been to the British Grand Prix in Bahrain and Belgium.
Oh, nice. I really fancy Belgium.
He may book Indonesia. I think, is that the new track?
Indonesia? Is that next year?
Next.
Is that coming next year?
You're asking the wrong man.
Honestly, I'm not sure, because it's Vietnam and Holland this year, but obviously they haven't run.
I don't like Vietnam from a having played it on this game point of view.
Why not?
Because it's mean.
It's not an easy track, is it? It's quite tough. I like Zandvoort. I did beat Vietnam. That would be a good trip, because Vietnam's supposed to be a fantastic country as well.
What should I do now? Should I change my tyres?
I've swapped for a set of softs just to see the grip difference and see how we do. It's a bit of qualifying practice. Practice 2. We've only got 1 practice.
Have we?
Yes, this one.
Well, put a set of softs on then. I didn't know. I thought we had 2 practices.
And we've got a half-hour practice, a 1-shot qualifying, and then the race at 25% distance.
Liam's telling me I should go out and wet. I don't feel that he has my best interest in heart.
Well, I don't think you fly off the track.
I don't think I'd stay on it. So I was feeling a bit smug and thinking, I put in a 135 and a Matt Star 133. I thought, well, it'll be on soft by then. No, you did it on hard tyres.
Yeah. That was only you were distracting me by talking as well.
Yeah, right. Show off. I've just driven straight off the track. Not my finest moment. I'm not covered in glory. Can put it down to cold tyres.
You can blame it on that. Don't know if I believe you, but you can blame it on that.
I'm blaming it on that.
So
that very briefly, I had the fastest lap.
You did. I was impressed with your time on it. Because that's the other thing, I suppose, if people haven't been watching, you are, despite having played games in the past. No, I was about to say, in some respects, you're a novice. You are actually having to relearn how to play an F1 game because it's been so long,
Racing
and they
games
have
in general,
changed
to be
a
honest,
lot.
My love of racing games, well, I don't think I ever had a love for them, but my interest in them kind of lapsed for a bit. Mainly because you and Ali never shut up about them.
We do occasionally. We talk Hitman every now and again.
Yeah. But I don't know, my interest waned, and actually we started playing Dirt Rally. I don't know how you considered playing Dirt Rally on a Friday night.
Because it was free on Plus, so you didn't have to pay for it. So you thought, I'll give it a go, and it ended up being quite a lot of fun with us trying to do it asynchronously.
It was fun. And then from there, it kind of progressed to this.
Yeah, you did off the track. You did shock us by buying this. I didn't think you would, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, I've got it. So, seeing as you bought it, we may as well get the use out of it.
Oh, I fancied it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an excellent game. It is very, very good.
It's good, and I think we've gone. I think I went from Dirt to this.
Oh, that's hard to do.
And that was a leap. That was a leap via what was it? Forza Horizon and bloody snow. What did you call it? Snow thingy.
Oh, SnowRunner.
Snow Runner. That was not a good journey. And then, we went back to GT Sport for a week, didn't we?
Yeah, we won't have to go on that, and that.
And that actually getting into that and spending some time in GT Sport doing the driving school stuff again got me thinking about it. And actually, since then, my performance in this has been better. I can pretty much keep it on the track now. This is going up at corner one.
It is a very different style of racing game. Last night after I put everything back together, I was just trying everything out on the different types of racing. I went from this to Dirt Rally. I nearly wrote my car off in the first 3 corners, just because it's a different discipline. But I sort of finished up last night on a bit of GT Sport, and moving from GT Sport to this is a lot easier. But at the same time, this is probably less forgiving than GT Sport. It's a different style of racing though, isn't it? It's open wheel, rear wheel drive, massive power versus, in some cases in GT Sport, saloon cars.
So Liam's just said that I have sound alerts on because he's just given me a follow, which thanks Liam for following me. I like that. I wasn't actually aware I did have sound alerts off. I thought they would go through on my phones. So at some point I need to do some troubleshooting. I took Agent 37 on. Oh god.
Have you had to turn him off?
I need to spend some time with Agent 37. I think there's definitely. I haven't set it back up. Did I turn those off? I remember we can set that back up. During the break between the practice, I'll have a quick look at the sound alerts and see if I can get that do, because that would be good. But, yeah, Agent 37, my little Furby friend, does need to get set back up, but I think it'll be in the new office.
Oh, yes.
Which I think could be just 2 weeks away.
Oh, really? How's it all coming along? Because obviously, I don't know if the listeners know, but you've been having quite a lot of work done to sort out the office and the house. Or you're downstairs.
We've had a bit of an extension done. And all the bifold doors are in now.
Nice.
And the office is taking shape, all the shells being done. So next week the plastering starts. Which is really exciting. And then, yeah, I reckon maybe 2 weeks we might start to put stuff in the new office.
Nice. So you could be broadcasting from there in a couple of weeks.
Could be broadcasting from there in a couple of weeks, which would be pretty awesome.
Yeah, in your steering wheel and pedal setup that your wife doesn't know is getting installed yet.
That's probably not going to happen.
No.
just because I pride myself on not being divorced at the moment.
Is it going to be a shared office, or is it really where you're going to work?
Well, I work from home exclusively, so no, it's going to be mine. But what is my office now might become a workspace for my wife when she does work at home.
Right.
Well, you know, when she does work at home.
Okay, so yeah. If it becomes an exclusive space, you can see what you can get away with.
Not so much the getting away with it in terms of setting it up. I think we'd be alright on that front. It would be the getting it in the house.
It's Piccadilly's at work.
Oh, which is, yeah, October then. There's a bit of a debate on Baby Shark going on in my chat, which is always interesting. I love some of the stuff that's done in the chat. It's amazing.
Oh, the number of times I've had to listen to Baby Shark.
That's what they're talking about. Oh yeah, because I said that's what they were talking about. Yeah, okay. I see that now.
Yes, yeah. You tell me something, I remember it and comment it.
You listen. It's like you care. I know
What?
you care.
Oh, you get that corner either perfect or really badly wrong.
Which one?
That the tight left-hander into the straight. I've lost myself down that entire straight 2/10 because I cocked up the entry.
That's annoying.
It's very annoying.
Tell me to concentrate now because I'm sticking my tongue out.
It's taken this entire practice session before I remembered that we've got ERS. So I've got a boost button, which I'd totally forgotten about.
I was using it earlier, but I don't know how much difference it honestly makes for me. I think I'd probably lose more time remembering to turn it off and off. Fumbling for buttons.
Oh, practice overtake. So how are you finding it without the track limit? The stringent corner cutting.
Oh dear. Just took too much curb and spun out. I wasn't on a good lap. I felt like I was on a good lap, and then I looked up at my lap times, my sectors, and they were all red. I wasn't on that good lap then.
It felt good.
In my head it was better than it was. In my head I was Jensen Senna.
I think that's where this game sometimes excels. It's because you know the guys who do this in real life. Oh, I've probably just done the same thing you have. It wasn't on that fast left-hander, was it? Or fast right-hander?
I think it was.
Yeah, you touch the inside of the curb, that's it.
Do you like to ride?
Yeah.
I wonder if these soft tyres are going on. I don't know.
Yeah, possibly. But yeah, it's sometimes where this game can excel. It can just make you feel like you are them, even though you know full well you're seconds away from how fast they actually are.
Yeah, hours.
Oh, I'm pitting in, there's no point me. I'm not even going to bother with the finish line now.
What I've got is Liam in the chat doing to the tune of Baby Shark, lost the wing,
Oh, did you take your wing off as well?
No, because
No,
we got damage on.
Of course, I forgot that, yeah.
But yeah, he's making me a nice Baby Shark medley. Yeah, he crashed, dude. do, hit a wall, lost a wheel. Yeah.
Yeah, you are definitely not safe at last.
No. We're going to drive around. Jeff wants me to pit, but screw you, Jeff.
It's alright, your time will run out.
You and Ben are the best. Liam and Ben are the best. I think that's only.
Are you still driving round?
No, I have stopped doing the whole driving around thing.
Oh,
Just
okay.
want to quick look at something before we start qualifying.
Alright, I will leave it on the continue to next session screen then for now.
Thank you.
It's alright. So obviously it's been 3 weeks since we last did any racing.
Yes, it would be, yeah, because we were meant to do it, and then my child was teething.
Oh yes, Elliot was
which was
yeah.
awkward. And then I was away last week.
Yes.
So let me add. I'm going to add the sounds in for everybody because I'm a glutton for punishment.
Does that mean Agent 37's going to chatter at you, or does it just mean your phone's going to make lots of noise?
It means Liam will be able to play Baby Shark 2 years I'm driving around.
Right, okay. So I will mute you very soon.
You shouldn't be able to hear it.
Oh, that's good then.
Yeah.
I am pleased by that.
You're okay. You should be okay. For reasons you won't be able to hear it.
That is fine with me.
Okay. They're up now, so give it a go. If you want. I don't know if it's. Maybe I need to check my sound.
You're second.
What? How did that happen?
Oh, but you did something naughty.
What did I do? What?
I don't know, but you've been given a 5-position penalty in qualifying.
What? Why? What did I do?
I don't know. It doesn't say. It just says. You've a black and white flag showing you've got a 5-position drop.
No, that's not fair. Why?
So
No,
wherever you qualify,
that's not fair.
it's not fair. But I don't know why it is. It doesn't say. It just kept flashing up against your time to say +5 pos, which I presume is the 5 position. I can hear that.
Did you? Oh, so
yes, I can hear that.
Oh, good.
No! Yeah. Otherwise, I will have to mute you.
Yay! Keep doing it, because Matt can hear Baby Shark.
I can't hear Baby Shark. I heard the MGS alert noise.
Oh, what? Oh, well. Well, I do like the MGS alert noise. That is a good thing. So, so we've got that running. That's good. Yay!
Right. Are you ready for qualifying, or do you need a bit more time?
No, I think I'm good. I'm good for a one shot. Yeah, I reckon we're.
Let's do it. It'll all go quiet for the next minute and a half. There'll be lots of concentration.
Did I tell you what interesting sounds I had, by the way?
No, you didn't.
The clapping. Mm-hmm. This is, I didn't really think this through on a one-shot qualifier, did I?
No, you didn't. But I'll let you carry on with it.
Yeah.
Well, I nearly lost the back end then.
DRS automatic?
No, DRS isn't automatic.
I thought it was in qualifying.
Nope. Your ERS is.
That's
but
what
not your DRS.
DRS, I said DRS.
Oh, yeah, I thought you said DRS. It was you playing sound effects that masked the sound of whatever you were asking.
Not me. My lovely chat. I like that. I liked a bit of, it added some peril, I felt. Well, one of the things I have got is the Fat Man Scoop, which is actually column.
Don't do that yet. Oh, I wasn't fast enough through that last corner. Not on the power early enough.
Let's see how we did. Second! Crooked Glenn! Fat Scoop, Crooked Glenn!
Right. So, you qualified in second. Oh, it doesn't look like it's dropped you. Unless it'll do it on the grid.
No,
Why have I
got five? Why have I got five?
Has it told you that?
No.
Well, let's see what it actually does.
Is it because of something that happened in the first?
No, I don't
session?
think it is. It'd be something that happened in
What have I done?
practice. Let's see what it does first. Because if it doesn't actually drop you,
I'm loving
then
the
it might
sounds,
just
by
be a
the
bit
way.
glitchy.
I'm absolutely loving the sounds. This is good.
Are they playing lots for you?
I just had a GG for my second place. So where am I? I'm not in second.
So genuinely, I don't know why you've been penalised. I don't know what you've done. Did you run
Scumbags.
into somebody, or?
Yes. That's what I did. Yeah.
Oh, you did. Right, you did. That will be alright then.
Yeah. Thanks, Liam. Liam's just given me some bits as well, which is really nice. That's really kind. Thank you. Cheered me 100 bits and 90 bits. Oh, Ben's cheered me 100 bits. Liam's cheered me 90 bits. I like this very much. This is good. Why would they do that to me? What? Not Liam and Ben, obviously. The nasty people in the Formula One. It was an accident. I didn't mean to hit the guy.
You hit somebody, and therefore you deserve penalising.
But why? They know my intentions are good. They know I'm pure of heart. Why
So
are
you
they
obviously
doing
didn't
this?
plead your case well enough with the stewards.
I didn't get a chance.
And
Why is
that could
not
be
an
because
option?
you
Why
were.
is there not-
It's seriously made just to penalise you because you didn't even realise you'd hit someone.
Well, I did. I mean, I went into them at some
That's
speed.
that's
I
dangerous
forgot.
driving.
Oh, come on, he was being a chump.
Are we? Are you ready to start? Do you want to select your pit strategy, or do you just want to go?
Liam has said P1 and we won't play Baby Shark again. Oh, and Ben said, when's the next quiz?
Not this week.
I think I've got one. I think I've
Oh,
got
have
one
you?
left over. Should we do it? Before we race?
Right, well, go on then. You start doing the. I am genuine. I'm going to nip to the loo. Then, if you're going to do the quiz,
Going to escape.
yes, I'm going to run. So,
Let me,
you start your quiz. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Let me find the quiz kit. We set up a Metal Gear Solid 2 quiz, and where is it? Is it not here? Oh no! Typical. Nothing but works when I need it to. Right. Give me a second. So if you're on mobile, you should have like a quiz kit option below the screen. I think that if you're on the PC app, then it should work reasonably well, hopefully. So, don't know why it's not loading in here, but we can make it work. It's fine. Okay, I've got a Metal Gear Solid 2 1, and I'm going to start now. Ben says, I hate it when it's a quiz about what I hate to be claimed, what I claim to be good at. Yeah, me too. I mean, I'll be honest. I can't even remember what's on here, so it shouldn't be fun. Okay, what is special about the pans in the galley of the tanker chapter. Did the trailer hint that they'd be pots, but pans were used instead in a horrendous bait and switch? They were the first non-planar reflective surface used in the video game. They were designed by Ken Hom, a friend of Hideo Kojima, or you can play music on them. Which one of those is true? So yeah, what's special about the pans in the galley of the tanker chapter of Metal Gear Solid 2? Did the trailer say they were going to be pots, but actually they were pans when in a true bait and switch? Oh, it's not.
Oh, can I answer?
Yeah.
I think that's false.
Well, that's not what we're playing.
Oh, right, okay. I'm not looking,
Well,
so I just...
Let's just do... apparently it's not loading in, because, why would it? So should we just do the question out loud? And in the
Go on
chat?
then, do it.
Okay, so in the tanker chapter of MGS2, there's some pans. What's particularly special, or either special or controversial about those at the time? Was it that the trailer suggested there would be pots there, but actually it was pans instead? They were the first non-planar reflective surface used in a video game. C, they were designed by Ken Hom, who's a friend of Hideo Kojima. Or D, you could play music on them.
You had fun thinking of the answers to this, didn't you?
I really did. So, both Liam and Ben have gone for the reflective surface.
I'd have gone for... probably wrong. I'd have gone for D.
D?
Yeah. I vaguely remember
Ben
being able
says-
to shoot them with tranks and they've got different noises.
Yeah, Ben's changed his mind to D because he didn't hear that, and with the sentence, "Are they the musical ones on the way to Olga?" Yes, they were. Yeah. So yeah, they were musical pans. Do you like the Ken Hom thing?
Yes, that was really good. I used to have a Ken Hom walk. I might even still have it, yeah. Quite a good walk.
That was possibly my favourite one. Okay, what's the name of the tanker in MGS2? Was it the Reliant, the Ohio, the Wyoming, or the Discovery? A, Reliant, B, Ohio, C, Wyoming, or D, Discovery?
You confused Metal Gear with Star Trek.
Do you remember the MGS1 question, which was what was the name of the submarine?
Yes, it's just that. You
This is
reuse some of
exactly-
those, haven't you?
This question is identical, literally identical. Liam's gone for Ohio.
I think I'll wait till the others have put theirs in before I say what I think it is.
Ben's gone for Wyoming.
So the tanker,
Yeah.
I think, is it the Discovery?
It is. It's the same name as the submarine in the first one.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
actually know that.
Yeah. Cheeky Hideo.
Was that a clue right at the beginning of the game?
Yeah. So that was it. I only had 2 questions because I was feeling.
Oh,
lazy.
right, okay.
So yeah.
Mind you, in fairness, with
that
that quiz program, it would have taken half an hour just to get through those 2 anyway. So.
Okay, I'm putting that on. I've got a streaming to-do list, so I'm going to go and put that on there as to find a better quiz solution.
Have you got a big
Just
whiteboard in your office, in your new office, or will you have?
I could have, yeah, potentially.
Because there you go. That you could have your streaming list there.
Love it. It's good thinking.
Yeah, obviously, not where you're having work calls.
Yeah.
Make sure your camera's not facing it. But yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Andy, why do you need to come up with a Metal Gear Solid quiz? No reason. Okay.
Yes.
Do this.
Right, ready?
Down.
Oh god, I've got to remember what the starts are like.
Oh, engage the clutch. Shut up. Oh, that was a
Ooh.
bad start. That was a bad
It was a bit spinny.
It's the bit where it crashes up on a die, isn't it?
Just want to making sure I don't want to get hit on the inside. Right, away we go.
I even pressed the DRS button, I don't have it.
That is always confusing, isn't it?
Oh,
You start the race. Oh, yellow flag. Is that you?
a little bit. Someone knocked me off.
Right, so one thing for you to remember is based on your practice and your qualifying times, you have the pace to overtake everybody.
Yeah.
Now, whether you've got the skill is another question.
It's whether I have the patience to really get to go through the run.
But you've definitely got the speed.
Okay.
And if
do this.
you overtake everybody and then in second, I will up the AI difficulty for when we go to the next race. Because I think if you do that, then we're too fast for them. So we do need them to be a bit more of a challenge.
I'm not going to lie, Matt. The challenge has been thrown out. That Ben says if I can take you out of the race, then he's going to give me 100 bits.
Well, you've got to catch me first.
I'll be honest, I'm tempted. or slow down and wait for you to catch up.
Well, wait till you get lapped.
Oh, what, no DRS? Come on.
No, 2 laps, then your DRS will be in.
Oh, someone's just spun me out, you absolute knob.
Are you just doing that on purpose so I don't make it more difficult?
No, somebody clung me, it wasn't even me.
Oh, that's not nice.
Oh, I'm cross.
Now we did start this off in terms of the AI difficulty piece. We weren't sure where to put it, were we? Because we didn't know what the challenge would be. So we said we'd give it a few races and figure that out. And then increase it if we needed to. It feels like we're probably getting towards that point. We really do need to increase it. But if you're having trouble in the middle of the pack, maybe we don't want to do that just yet.
We just make them, is there like a be nicer to Andy system?
I don't think there is. In some respects, I'm saying that, but in some respects, it's actually, if you're stuck in the pack, in this kind of difficulty setting where you're quite clearly a lot faster, sometimes it's harder because you've got such a great closing speed
We're approaching the pit window.
Yeah.
You'll be on the
that
mediums.
you kind of, they're holding you up all the time, and it's very easy to then make a mistake because they're always in the way. Whereas I think if they're slightly more difficult, then you're not running that risk of running into the back of them all the time, or them running into the back of you, or going for dodgy overtakes in corners where you shouldn't.
Use that DRS though, that's a good thing.
Yes, you will get to use it now. Can you remember where all the zones are?
Yeah, I'm good at DRS zones.
Can you remember that it makes a beep when you can use it?
I didn't remember that.
A new strategy is available on the MFD.
Why would I want a new strategy, Jeff?
Jeff, come on, mate.
It's just like, are you bored after the first 2 laps and have to come up with something different for us?
It's all he does. He just concentrates on strategies.
You know full well if I go into the MFD, I'm going to crash because I won't be able to see what's going on. And you don't make it easy to tell me what the new fucking strategy is.
He's just gone full Jeff, hasn't he? That's the trouble.
I never got it to work, but one of the trophies, I'm sure in the last game and the game before that, was because you got it did voice recognition through the headsets and the microphones that you could tell Jeff to fuck off and get a trophy for it. I think it was called Not Now, Jeff.
I think there's one like that in here. I think it's politely told Jeff so many times in a race to go away.
What's up?
It just spun out again.
Was it? Oh, Christ! I'm nearly there. Is it you or is it
I don't know.
Somebody hitting you?
I don't know.
Were you wheel to wheel with someone?
Yes, maybe.
Or were you on your own?
Well, I am now.
Right, I would suggest then if you are offered a different strategy that you can switch to without crashing, because switching to a different strategy can be a pain. It might be worth you. Alright then. Because I was going to say it might be worth you pitting earlier and maybe going for an undercut and try and get yourself into some clear air when you come back out.
Very, very clear now. Miles away.
Okay, clear.
Liam has pointed
Ooh,
out that had damage been on, I probably wouldn't be in this race still.
Was it being quite Destruction Derby?
There's a new strategy available. How does one even do that?
It's to do with hitting the shoulder. I don't know if it's circle to bring the MFD up. Alain Forrest is out of the race. There's something serious gone on somewhere. Did you take Alain out?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you do. I don't know if it's a circle button that brings the menus up and you can flick through it. It is actually really awkward to figure it out, and I end up getting, because you're trying to look at the bottom right and well, that's it. I don't know.
Oh, L1. Thanks, Jeff.
Oh, did Jeff tell you how to do it?
No, I just. Yes,
All right.
I was just saying thanks, Jeff, because it's my Jeff. We're boxing this lap, me and Jeff.
Well done.
Do what you want, but me and Jeff, we're boxing. I didn't realise our relationship had gotten that unstable that we had to fight. But...
It's part of your training regime. Team building.
Gap to the car behind is 8.3 seconds.
Me and Jeff, we're boxing.
I think I'm boxing this lap as well.
Well, you got a new strategy with Jeff as well.
No, I'm on my original. I did bring it forward a bit so that I wasn't running when the tyres had gone off.
So I might have just had another little collision.
With someone or on your own this time?
A couple of people.
A couple of people. I do like the magic.
I may not have the temperament for this game when I'm actually racing people.
So you do all right when you're practicing, but the races it goes a bit mad.
I think the thing is, just I don't play nice with others. Just took out 3 blocks.
Up to speed now.
Not
Let's get
good.
some into those tyres.
I'm just not. I'm just. Yeah.
Oh! Oh no, I've
I
just
need-
spun out.
What I
Drop me
need
in the
is
traffic.
not open wheel racing.
I've just had a surprise, I've got some DRS.
That'd probably be me. You'd probably catch up with me.
I tell you what, actually, I tell you what might be causing you a bit of an issue, because you do forget about it, because you don't experience it through the practice sessions. But then when you're in a race, it does quite well simulate following other cars, where you don't get as much downforce. You get turbulent air and it's a bit messy and you lose your grip. And it doesn't behave quite as you want.
Maybe. I mean, what
And that
I'm
could
gonna
be
really
a little
go
part
down
of
to-
it.
It could be a little part of it. I think, if I'm honest, and I think if anybody who's been watching me is honest as well, it's just that I'm a bit of a knob, and I
Oh, right.
break into people, and I do tend to just get a bit bargy.
It's like how you play GT Sport.
Exactly how I play GT Sport, but in GT Sport, I've not got an open wheel race car, and I kind of get away with it a bit more.
So I'm having to overtake people who brake way, way, way earlier than I expect. And you have a massively superb top line speed that I don't seem to be able to match. But I can brake later. That's a 3-car pilot.
Who's got? Oh, I thought you were talking about me.
No.
I do, yeah. So Ben said I use cars as guide barriers, and that's exactly right. I use them as braking points to help with my steering a little bit. Apparently that's frowned upon in Formula One.
So that's what you have to focus on then.
In my defence, I think I'd have won this if I had not lost those 5 points.
So how did you get away from the grid? Did you maintain your position?
Right. I had a bad start, and then I spun out on like the 3rd corner.
So are you now overdriving and overcompensating?
No, again, I was just a bit bargy, and every time I made up a place, I got a bit cocky and a bit bargy, and I'll be honest, I was passing where I shouldn't be passing, simple as that.
Right.
You know, I should be patient and learn where to pass on the track, but instead I was trying to take dodgy inside lines that weren't there. So it was no fault.
Okay, right, fair
I
enough.
can't blame anyone other than me, but it's frustrating. But that's not frustration with the game, that's frustration with me being stupid.
Fair enough.
And now my chat's having a bet on when I'm going to spin again. They're giving me 3 corners. Well, someone's giving me 3 corners, and someone else is saying, nah, not that long. Which is reasonable, based on my current performance. I do like to take a little bit of curve, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, there are some curves you can take. There's some you need to stay away from.
I just like a bit of DRS, so I'm just putting it 135 times, so that's good.
That's good. Is that the fastest lap of the race so far?
Don't think so, and I've caught up with some traffic as it comes out of the pits. So I can try and be a bit more sensible now. He says.
Yeah, I think that 135 must be quite a decent time. Did it flash up with fastest lap or anything, or was it just...
No.
Oh, it didn't like me doing that.
Just put a reasonably decent move on somebody.
There you go. Confidence building.
I think we're just going to not be too stupid.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up.
Yeah, when I wasn't having to dodge people. Or accidentally crash into them as well.
Okay, look at this now. I've picked up some people at the back, made some spaces, and I've gone quiet. Shocker.
Settling into a bit of a rhythm.
Yeah,
I know, that was stupid.
some DRS as well.
Nice. That tight left onto the back straight is... It's one of those, if you miss the braking point by an inch, that's it, you're done.
Yeah.
And if you get it too early, it just feels like forever getting into the corner. Can you remember how many laps it is?
14.
14, okay. So we're lap 10.
I'm not. Oh, we're gonna get by. Am I gonna get by? Yes, yes, I think I got past. Yes, yes, yes.
Nice clean move.
I'm still still going forwards.
Yes, then.
I'm going to take that as I'm 11. I'm in P11.
Alright, I still think you can do this. 4 laps, clean overtakes. Because I bet you're not much more than sort of 7 or 8 seconds behind the front.
I'm not being such an idiot, and I think that's my biggest problem in this game, is I just get a bit leery. I can't blame anyone for that other than me.
It's just a red mist.
Something like that.
Run wide.
You just need to outbrake them sensibly without getting silly. Use the DRS when it's available. Maybe the occasional gentle touch.
It's just a love tap.
Just a love tap, that's exactly right. I'm in the points at the moment.
Nice!
For now. For now.
You will stay in the points. I'm suddenly finding myself quite oversteery.
Do the rubber banding I ordered. Ben says, when's the next podcast? He's run out of things to listen to.
Well, we are supposed to be doing a Ghost of Tsushima special.
We are, aren't we?
But the downside to that is it's a bloody massive game. And it is taking quite a long time
I've
to get
taken my
through.
foot off the pedal with it, I'm not going to lie.
I'm still playing, and
Just 'cause I've been away.
I'm
Just 'cause
still
I've been
playing
away.
like an hour to 2 hours a day most days.
Wow.
Because I'm doing about 45 minutes at lunchtime. There's nobody at home, and it's just me
Working from home.
working from home. But no, my proper lunch. I like 45 minutes, and then I usually get about an hour before I go to bed. So I'm still doing things, but the thing is, I keep avoiding the story missions. I just keep wandering around, rescuing villagers, and doing some of the side quests, and hunting for fox dens, things like that. Keep getting distracted.
It is lovely to do that, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's so beautiful as well that you spend, I say I'm playing 2 hours a day, at least half an hour of that is in photo mode. So it's just proving to, we want to do it justice, but I don't think any of us have played far enough to do it. And I think this last 2 weeks with you being away, it's been quite busy and we haven't been able to get together anyway.
Yeah.
So we do need to think about probably another topic that's not F1 2020 or GT Sport. And we did have to, I mean, I don't know what you thought of the Xbox Showcase one. But I think we need a slightly lighter tone podcast next.
We got complaints.
Yeah, so people didn't agree with. Well, I would say Ali's views within the first 10 minutes.
And to be fair, I think we played it more for laughs, but perhaps we got too far into the joke.
Yeah,
I think we didn't explain the joke enough until later on, if I'm honest.
yeah, that was it. I think it came later on because I listened to it again because I'd edited it and didn't think it was too bad. But it was kind of, when you do listen back to it, you're like, okay, it's later on where the constructive piece is coming. And yeah, I suppose if you do listen to the first few minutes and you don't persevere with it, and you particularly disagree, then it is going to grate. And things happen like that all the time, don't they? Listen to all sorts of podcasts that you enjoy all the time, and then every now and then there'll be one episode you should go, I just don't agree with you.
Ben says we should do a Last of Us 2 podcast.
Oh, I could quite happily do that.
Yeah.
I also need to. I'm still on my, because Ghost of Tsushima has come along. I'm still on my collectible run with that one to finish it off and get the. In fact, collectibles is all I need for the platinum on that, but I've still got about 15 hours worth to play. So it's finding time. But yeah, we need to get together. We need to probably have a chat about what we have been playing. That's not Ghost of Tsushima, because I think there's quite a few bits in there.
Yeah.
Because I've got.
Super Hot.
Oh yeah.
We need to talk about Super Hot Mind Control Elite.
Have you finished that yet?
No, but
Right.
I'm loving it.
Right, so we've got that. We've got one that I'm under embargo until next Thursday on, which is quite interesting. I can say what it is, can't I? Peaky Blinders Mastermind. It is. I'm sure I can give the title. I can't say any more. Pretty much, unfortunately. All stuff. It's one of those things. I don't want to upset everybody. It looks a bit like it. It isn't quite. It is quite different actually. And it's got some bits in it, and it's got some other stuff in it. And the embargo lists on Thursday morning. Yeah. I was sitting down on Tuesday night. I played through it, finished it. I was sitting down on Tuesday night to write the review, and I just happened to glance back at the email, and it said embargo 20th. I thought, I don't need to write it tonight, do I? This is after WordPress had killed the back end of our site as well, with the latest update. So I fixed that instead. Oh, the joys of website management.
Fun.
Yeah. We do the easy stuff. We do have a guy for the more complex bits.
No guy.
Yeah. So I've been playing that with my control delete. By the time we record, actually, I will ask you this: are you going to get a chance to have a go at the Avengers beta? I hate myself for saying that. Avengers demo.
Yeah, I mean you're quite adamant about that, aren't you? Don't really?
They're fucking demos. You're not beta testing. You're not giving feedback. It's a demo. But yeah, you're going to have a go, because I'm in the process of downloading it now, because I'm quite interested, given I've really enjoyed Crystal Dynamics' work in the past.
Oh, the Tomb Raider stuff was amazing.
Tomb Raider, Soul Reaver, Legacy of Kain series, they have got some great skills. What's happened? No way!
Yeah, and it was all my fault as well.
Oh no, don't! Oh no! I can just see you dropping down to 11th.
Yeah, that was all me. Tires are gone.
I can't believe that. Yeah, I was sat there watching you in 4th, thinking that's good.
Fourth. Yeah. I'm sliding about all over the place now. Should just slow down a bit. Oh well.
Was that better finish than your first race?
Oh yeah, well I finished 11th. I would have been 4th. Oh well.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, Ben says for that Xbox showcase, he thought it was shocking and agreed with everything that was said. I think that's it. The person who complained about is in the industry, and one of the points they made was we didn't understand what Xbox were trying to do. And in a way, it's a fair point that it wasn't necessarily about the Series X; it's about Game Pass and everything else. It is a good point. We did kind of cover that. He turned off after 6 minutes. He was that that uninterested in what we had to say. But the point stands: is in the current kind of market as to what's going on and what PlayStation are doing and everything else. It's if so many people aren't getting the point, then are they making the right point?
That was exactly it. And we've met the guy in person, haven't we?
No, he's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy, and we have said when all this lifts, if we get the opportunity, we'll go for a few beers and thrash it out. It is that exactly. I thought when I read that, I won't get into an argument about it. But yeah, if somebody within the industry says, "Oh, you aren't seeing what they're trying to do," then actually it probably means that lots of people aren't seeing what they're trying to do. So it's the message getting lost? And yeah, we do talk a lot about the Game Pass piece, and that if that's where they're going, especially with the Halo news since we recorded that's going to be delayed into next year. It is a Game Pass advert, and that is right for them to do that.
Yeah.
But people are like Ali. People are expected and excited for the new console, and that excitement for that console is going.
Ali, yeah, the big joke with Ali was the Forza thing, wasn't it?
Oh well, that wasn't a joke. He was so upset.
No,
he was so upset by that.
Probably us playing into it a bit too much.
Yeah.
Ben and Liam have both just given me 100 bits cheers for being unlucky in my crashes. Nice. I can't say thank you enough for that. That's really kind of you, Ben.
I cannot believe that last. Oh, that's awful. That's gutting. That's gutting. That's like
completely my fault because I took too much curb, and it's exactly where I did it at the end of that practice run. Do you remember?
You feel like Bottas did at the end of Silverstone a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, reference.
So I'm going to have to explain it to you, aren't I?
Yeah.
His tyre blew with like 2 laps to go, and he were running in second, and he ended up out. I think he ended up out of the points. Yeah. But yeah, it's, oh no, that is gutting. That is absolutely gutting.
Oh mate, disappointing. So yeah, that was good.
I've enjoyed that.
I did really enjoy that actually. That battle from 20th to 4th was good fun. It's just a shame I lost that at the end. I was gutted by that. That was silly boy. It was all my fault.
No, that was good fun actually. It's nice.
And to be honest, if I'd driven like that from the beginning and not been quite so aggressive in the pack, I'd have.
Oh, you'd have been second. Oh, you twat. Thank you.
You love it.
No. It's the modern day equivalent of Girls Aloud, is that?
There's nothing there. Oi, take that back immediately. Take that. I'll rescind that. There's nothing wrong with Girls Aloud. In true Andy Brown fashion, my battery's just gone on my light.
You need to get a light, you just plug in.
I do, you're right, you're absolutely right, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
I do need that. Yep. Liam's off to bed now. Thanks, Liam. I've really appreciated you being here tonight. I've enjoyed it. This is kind of the nonsense that we do on a Friday. I could do more of this. Do you think we should do this instead of dirt?
You know what? It's up to you, because I don't really want to stop us doing dirt because I'm enjoying that, but we run the club for like a 2-week period, so you can kind of pick up a pad and have a go at it at any time.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm kind of leaning a little bit towards should we do this each week for maybe a few races and then break it up with something else.
It might be fun. Yeah. Well, yeah. Thanks for stopping by, Liam.
Cheers. Thank you.
We love everyone who comes along. It's been brilliant. So yeah. So maybe next Friday we'll do some more F1. Yeah, I like that. What should we do now?
That's fine.
Feels early.
It's 11:45. It's, you know what? Because I think it's because we finished this earlier than we finished dirt.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, because the dirt we do 2 championships, don't we?
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So it's a half hour practice on this. Race is typically about 25 minutes, and then you're qualifying. Yeah. So it's only just over an hour, and a quiz in the middle.
Terrible quiz in the middle.
So yeah, we do usually finish this earlier than we do dirt, because that's usually a couple of hours straight, isn't it? Pretty much for 8 stages, 8 or 9.
Yep.
Yeah, it does feel like we should do something else.
Yeah. What then?
I don't know.
Yeah, dirt is. Yeah, as Ben rightly points out, dirt's normally about 12:30 when we're just like, I need to go to bed now.
Yeah, I want enough.
Make it stop. What have we got that would be fun?
You know what we could do?
What? What could we do?
We could do a bit of SnowRunner.
We could. I'm already booting it.
Oh, is that you already got? So I don't know if it'll cut my feed when I swap
yours,
games.
It won't kill
Also,
mine.
I'll have to Oh, mind you, I might just stop broadcasting, and you just might get my voice.
Keep
Or
it
do you,
in,
or
yeah.
do you want my feed? It's entirely up to you.
I can lose your feed. It's not a problem.
Right then, I will.
I think I've got a Matt's feedless.
Right. I'm not going to cancel the feed. I will just go and change the game and see what it does. Don't